I just love when you've got a dynamic where you've got so much to play off and bounce off, and especially when if you're opposite someone like Rob Lowe, who is so experienced, you can't help but like have a good time and feel inspired and learn as it's all happening. So,
hello.
Hi.
My legal name is John Owen, and you are the only other one I've ever met in my life. So,
what? That's wild. Was it 2 words or 1 word?
It's 2.
Okay.
It's 2. First and middle.
Do we have to? Yeah. So what happens now? Do we have to like fight over this?
Yeah, I was going to say. You going to fight for it?
I think you might win.
No, I was going to say the same for you, man. I got little twig arms. You're gonna win. It's not going to be hard either.
Yeah. Well, okay. Speaking of fighting, the first thing I wanted to ask you, John Owen, was your character plays the flute, and there's lots of jokes about flautists. Out of all the instruments in the orchestra, why did you choose to risk the outrage of that section?
I feel like that might be the only section of the orchestra that I could win in a fight against, probably, is the truth. No. We like the flute on set, to be clear, to my flute brothers and sisters out there.
This show is a love letter to the flute.
Exactly right. We're just celebrating the flute. No, but it's a beautiful instrument, but we'll all admit it. It's a little silly to watch it be played under the auspices in which we have it in the show. And our co-creator, Victor Fresco, grew up playing the flute, so he, I feel like he was entitled to make fun of it a little bit.
And Sean, you've done this kind of thing before in like Fleabag, for example, but what is it like to act in scenes alongside the creator of the show or one of the creators? Is that added pressure or does that make things easier?
My experience of it has only ever been positive, in the same way that like working with friends has only ever been positive, because it means that you just people are bringing more to the table. And it's just like when you've got the creator right there, you can ask questions, stupid questions, or you can really, I love it personally because it just feels like a much more collaborative environment. So yeah, for me, it's a great thing.
John, no, I'm going to keep bouncing for a sec. Your character, struggles a little bit with being in the shadow of his father. As the show was coming together and being developed, did you have conversations with your dad just about your experience being the son of someone who was established for your whole life?
I had a lot of conversations about that with my therapist. I don't know how many I had with my dad. But the truth is that I have had 27 years to navigate it thus far. And while I haven't figured out how to do it perfectly, I think that this show was a reflection of how tumultuous that journey has been, but also how rewarding it's been at times. And my dad's been very supportive along the way, at least as supportive as he can be.
Sean, you are so good at being kind of a foil, like a hilarious foil, but a foil to these really big characters. Is there something about that kind of role specifically that appeals to you as an actor?
I think so, because actually it's less pressure. But you get to have all the fun, I think. And yeah, I just love when you've got a dynamic where you've got so much to play off and bounce off, and especially when if you're opposite someone like Rob Lowe, who is so experienced, you can't help but like have a good time and feel inspired and learn as it's all happening. So yeah.
Thank you both so much. This show is so much fun. I've been enjoying it very much.
Oh, thank you
man.
so
that
much.
Means a lot.